It's been over a year now since Jaguar completed their rather controversial rebranding. The rebranding that has generally been labelled as them going woke, and it's easy to see why with some of the imagery that they've been putting out since then. Jaguar have been a little quiet since then though. They had their controversial 00 design, which was revealed in Miami, Florida last year as well. Of course, next year they're going to launch this monstrosity, and it does kind of remind me a little bit of like when Homer Simpson found his long lost brother, who I think was voiced by Danny DeVito. Do correct me if I'm wrong on that one, but he found his long-lost brother. Turns out he was a big executive at a Detroit motor company. And yeah, he designed a car, did Homer, and it was a massive disaster. This Jaguar does seem like it's going to be that. And in that kind of vein of thinking, the person who was behind this terrible idea, has now been escorted from the office. Something tells me he's not going to be returning. And it does kind of make you think, why has it taken this long? Let's have a look at the full story here, guys. According to reports, the designer who was behind Jaguar's woke rebrand has now been dismissed from the car maker's office. This has been just days after a new CEO has taken over at the company. Jerry McGovern, who was formerly Jaguar Land Rover's chief creative officer, was told that he was being dismissed with immediate effect on Monday. He was then escorted out of the office, according to reports, although whether he was doing so with a cardboard box in hand is yet to be confirmed. The turmoil comes just days after PB Balaji, the former finance boss of Tata Motors, succeeded Adrian Mardell as chief executive of JLR. It brings an abrupt end to Mr. McGovern's 21-year career at the car maker, where he masterminded a revamp of Land Rover's Defender model and the company's lineup of Range Rovers. Again, just for anybody who's not 100% aware about this, Jaguar and Land Rover are the same company, and they are both owned by Tata. He was also the main creative force behind last year's radical rebrand of Jaguar that aimed to shift the marque away from its traditional Jagman image towards ultra-wealthy customers. Although, do ultra-wealthy customers dress like this? I don't think so, to be honest. The Type 00 concept for the car maker's first electric model, which was unveiled at an international arts show in Miami, Florida last year, it invited unflattering comparison to the Fab 1 car driven by Lady Penelope in the Thunderbirds show. And also Barbie's screaming pink convertible. I think, to be honest with you, that's an insult to both of those two fictional designs right there. This is painfully real though, unfortunately, for Jaguar. And of course, we've got to talk about the advert, which featured a cast of androgynous-looking models, but no actual cars. And he was also widely criticised for being too woke, with both Nigel Farage and Donald Trump, that terrible twosome right there, among those who attacked the campaign. In fairness, I also attacked it as well, so, I mean, that's something I've got in common with those two. I don't have much else in common, really. At least I hope so, anyway. The backlash was dismissed as vile hatred and intolerance at the time by Rawdon Glover, the managing director of the Jaguar brand, saying, quote, "We need to re-establish our brand at a completely different price point, so we need to act differently," end quote. I don't know, that don't seem like the way to do it though, really, does it? Mr. Mardell subsequently announced his retirement from the company. That ain't my problem anymore, that's your problem. That's a problem for the next generation of executives. JLR have insisted that Mr. Mardell's retirement was unlinked to the rebrand, although, really? Come on, was it? But yeah, let's not get away from the fact that Jaguar are struggling, and probably will continue to struggle because of this as well. I understand why they want to do something different, but that ain't it, Chief. The traditional Jagman, there may be less of them out there these days, but at the end of the day, those are their core customers. Who are going to be their core customers now? Millionaire art students? Are those a thing? No, they're not really. There's probably one or two of them out there, maybe if they've got rich parents, but yeah, I don't think people are going to like this when it comes out. I think it's going to be a disaster because it's so damn expensive. It's a six-figure car. I don't think they revealed the actual price of it yet, but everybody's saying this is going to be a six-figure car. So it's going to be a really expensive motor. And it's an EV as well, which again, that puts off a lot of people, unfortunately. So the axe has finally swung for McGovern after his absolutely disastrous rebrand of Jaguar. But can they recover this? They are so far down this yellow brick road right now. I don't think they're getting out of Oz anytime soon. But let me know your thoughts out. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below, guys. Can Jaguar save themselves, or are they doomed? I want to hear what you have to say, as always. Like, share, comment, subscribe, guys. Have a fantastic day wherever you are in the world today, and we'll see you very soon.